this is Hillbillies here, and welcome back to episode 52 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. Today, I figured I would redesign the Guardian area now, or the kill chamber, and probably where the entryway to when I come in with the minecart, as well as, well, I'm hoping to do this area up here, kind of go around here, maybe add some railings or whatnot, and then I want to have a room in here, and the left-hand side will be like an enchantment room, and the right-hand side will be a potion brewing. But what I'd like to try and do with all of this is if I could stay in the minecart. Like, well, you could have options. You could get out of your minecart and run around if you want, or do everything from the minecart. So I figured, like I said, I can reach everything from here. So I'm thinking that if I bring the minecart like right up to here and make it stop with like a power rail or something that's turned off, and once you can sit here and get potions, and I'll put the chest like a little farther back at that wall. Um, you could still get the mobs and kill them, but when you need the XP, I could continue like a rail system into it like this. You'd collect your experience points, and then if you want to, you could return, or you could go off the other direction using like a lever or something, and switching and going up the stairs to either the enchantment room or the potion room, depending on which one you pick. So I think something like that would be kind of cool to have, because then you could just sit in the minecart and just kind of ride around in that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I gotta get everything designed first, and then I can kind of lay out a track. And I don't think it should be too hard. If anything, I'm just gonna have a lever beside a like a rail, and it'll switch left and right and swap where I want to go and everything. So it'll be simple, but it'll work and it'll be lots of fun. So I'm gonna get designing here. I think I want to put some sort of, like, I was thinking of putting lights right behind it just to add a glow to the whole thing, and I want to try it and see what it looks like. I know it's kind of a waste for four of them, but you know, like, I don't see them at all. Oh, I can't really see it at all right now. Do I have any splash potions? I probably don't have any splash potions, but let's see. No, I don't. Okay. I can probably live with that though. Once they're gone though, it might not look too bad. I really wish there was a way that I could turn this off so I could see what it looked like. Well, that's not too bad. I guess if I can start like that and build something around it, because what I want to do is just have like a small enclosure so that when you look through the glass, you don't see the stone, you just see maybe the bricks and stuff, kind of like I did here, and you can see I have lights underneath there as well. It just kind of adds a glow around the bottom, I find, as well. Kind of looks cool. And this darker is just like a nice contrast to it. So maybe if I use um, kind of the design that I did for the back wall, because I had the lights as well in the center, and I had the bricks down both sides, and then the prismarine on top. So if I recreate that, let's say, with some prismarine here, if I can do this right, oh, there we go, something like this. No, I missed the other side. I'm glad I left this open so that I can still get access to it. I might add more storage to this, but I don't know how to incorporate it because of where it is. Like, I might be able to continue it into the wall and then maybe over here, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it. If you guys have any ideas, feel free, please let me know. So I'm gonna try this and do that on both sides, and we'll see how that looks. Like I said, this is just so that I don't have to look at the stone. Like, I'm not too worried about the little bit of stuff that I'll see up top there. I wish if I could cover it I would, but at the moment I can't unless I get rid of this portion of glass here. I probably could just get rid of that, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, we'll see. But that should be okay. The only thing is it has to come and wrap around this side now, so I probably don't need this section here. So I can shrink the room down, and at least it'll make the room, like, it's be symmetrical, but it'll have like a little bit of shape to it. I don't have any actual stone on me, do I? I don't, but I don't have anything else on me. I'm very unprepared for this, apparently. Oh, no, okay, I've got some blaze rod, that works. I love that you can use blaze rod, and I've actually been using it recently in one of my, in the storage room, and it actually seems to be going really well, because they last a really long time. I don't know if it will for this, but I'm going to try and fill that up then. But in the meantime, I need something to put on the side. I don't know if I should maybe just recreate that design. I don't want to have lights on all the sides. Like, this is also only really... because this could be stone. This isn't going to be visible, but it's this block here. So this could be stone and stone. Although, in the meantime... There we go. Because that's not going to be visible. I'll fill up all that spot. I don't mind what I use if it's not visible, but if it's something important like redstone, I'll use like stone bricks, and if it's a wall, then I'll just use like stone. but everything is going to get changed, so it's not going to look like it, I guess. So it won't matter too much. So maybe let me, for now, let's see if I can just do this. Okay, so I don't need to see this, and I won't see any of this bit, so I can get rid of that. But it's this here that I'm going to see. So maybe if I put another row of the bricks here, and then what does that look like from this side? It'll be so much nicer if they were gone, like, really. Maybe if I build it up and then get rid of them after, we'll see, and hope that it looks alright. If I do make the same, can I actually do the same thing? Or do I need only one set of lights? Because, let's see, I can only have one, then it comes out to here. That could be another pillar, let's say, because I don't want to block off the front. So if I just came out to here, maybe if I did do, once again, something like this, I'll just copy the same design that I have right now. But instead of having two lights, I'll just have the one light in the center, and I'll have the prismarine still on the bottom and then on the top. Something like this. Also, I really like that I get to use these blocks. I sat here for a long time. After I'd made that last video, I sat here for, oh, a good 5 or 6 hours back and forth working on little things here and there, and then running back to here and grinding some more, and it was a long process, but it was worth it, I think. I don't think that should be too bad. I don't know what you guys think. Like, so far it looks alright. I don't know what... I probably should fix that so it doesn't look like that. Like, I can get rid of that top row of glass without causing any problems, I think. There's nothing really important. I don't think. Probably not. Okay, so I'll have to break that. I'll work on that after, too. The only thing that I have that has a silk touch, unfortunately, though, is one of my axes, and that kind of sucks. So I can't really use that. Now, I don't know how this will look, because it's not the same on that side, because it's got the chest here, but... You know, I have to deal with what I have, right? I can't really change that. Or can I? Oh, you know what I could? I could move the chest, or I could break that part of the chest, move it out to here, and add another hopper into that hopper, and that would fix that problem. But I don't have any of that stuff with me, do I? Actually, you know what, guys? I'm pretty close to this progress, so let me go get some, I guess, stuff to fix this. I will go get another hopper, I'll put the chest, move it over a little bit, and I'll figure out a way to incorporate that into the wall somehow. Because I could technically just copy it on both sides, maybe. That might be a thing. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll leave this dispenser here and everything, because that definitely needs to stay like that. And then I will get rid of this top layer of glass. I'll kill all these guys, and then once that's done, we can actually have like a view of it and see what it looks like, and then you guys can let me know what you think. And I'm going to kind of judge it and see what I think. And then once that part's done, that means we can start probably working on the floor area here, because there's going to be a pathway, obviously, that comes down here. That's why I left it 3 wide, so there's got to be some sort of block here and here, and I'd like to, you know, I don't want to use just these blocks, so I might go get some nether brick fences, because I'm a fan of those, for maybe up here, and I will have to go get some more, like, clay. I don't know if maybe I should just reuse this clay as like a strip down the center, or maybe down both sides. We'll see how it lines up, though, because, actually, I can't do it on the side, because then it would kind of interfere with this. So maybe one of these blocks all the way down, maybe the bricks, and then maybe the clay in the center. Something like that. We'll see how it looks. I'm going to go work at that for a little while and see what kind of progress I can make. So guys, I've been working away here for a little while, and as you can see, I've gotten quite a bit done now. I've gotten this pathway here done all the way up to, well, on both sides actually, just up to here. I haven't had enough time to go and get more clay to do this part here, and I'm not sure yet. I have enough bricks, but I want to find out what you guys think, if this is going to be too much if I change those to also the bricks. But I wanted to kill these guys and show you what it looks like and see what you guys think. So I don't know what you guys think of that. It's got the lots of light for sure, which I kind of like. I do like these lights anyways. They're really nice. Hopefully they match with a lot more stuff than just here, so I can use them a lot more often. I filled the top, of course, so you can't see anything else, so everything kind of, it matches, you know, together. It also looks like it's kind of more closed in, so it's interesting. I'm also not 100% sure yet. I want to get your guys' feedback if I should copy what I have here and put it on the other side and just make it symmetrical. Because what my new idea kind of is that You're going to ride in onto the minecart and you'll stop here. And then you'll have a choice of going to, let's say, the brewing room or the enchantment room. And depending on which one you press, you'll either end up on the left light or the right light. And when you do, if you're on the right, you'll go over to this chest here, or I'll go over to this button here, and you'll press this one, and then left side you'll go to here, of course. And once you finish doing that, like I'm hoping to have it set up on a timer so that it sends you to here. You sit here and wait, so long so that these guys drop in and then you can kill them. Um, it gives you enough time to do that, and once that's done, I'm hoping that the timer will send you off and bring you to here, so you can gather all of the XP. And then once you've gathered it after like 10 seconds, it'll shoot you off to the next room if you want it, to the enchantment room if you decide you want to go and do that, or have a switch so that you can turn it off if you want, or turn the system on. Something like that might be a little complicated, but I'm hoping it'll work. And it'll also make the room more symmetrical, so I'll have I'll have the dispenser on both sides and that going up like this, and you can choose which side you want to go, and it'll just make it a little more fun, I think. But I want you guys to tell me what you think of the path and everything too, and see, what you think of the room in general, if there's anything I should start changing. What I did, like I said, want to check with you, was to see if it would be too much if I added more bricks. And I added lights along the stairs, and I kind of like that. Because what I'm thinking is, I want to have this pathway go like this with the clay and the bricks, of course. So I'm going to leave that for sure the whole way around, up the other side as well. And that'll be good enough for the floor for here, and then I'll have to figure out something for the walls and the ceiling around here. And then here, though, I'm thinking I'd like to do the same, but I'm not sure. So I'd like to try it, because what I'm worried is that if I keep adding these, like the prismarine bricks, then I don't know if it's just kind of overkill and it's too much of the same color. Like, I can of course change things over time and you guys can give me recommendations, but I just want to make sure that when you're looking, it's like prismarine everywhere, and there's not too many colors. Like, luckily this is a little bit of like a dark green, and that's kind of lighter, and then you've got like the white light, and so it kind of mixes it up with the clay a little bit, but I just want to make sure that I'm not going overkill on it. Like, obviously I'm not going to put bricks in here for sure. I have to put clay, or maybe some of the prismarine or something, because the prismarine's nice too, because it's a weird like multicolored block, so it's kind of looks like an army color almost to me, I find. I don't know, I'll figure something out. But I might try this for now. I'll try and match up these lines to here. Of course, then there's this this is kind of a viewing station to watch them all fall down. So this has to get changed to something as well. And I don't know, well, I might keep the height the same so that I can still see this kind of outline to it, but I wasn't sure, because then I'd have to make sure that the ceiling matches, right? Like, since it's only one block thick, I want to make it look good from the top and from the bottom, so it might make things a little bit more challenging. But I think if I just change out all of these blocks for now, this might not look too bad. Then I gotta figure out something in between. Like I say, I need to go and take a nice trip, go get some more clay. Although if I have hardened clay, I can probably just make more light blue and dye, and just use that for now. I think that should be okay, and that'll give me enough clay. I have lots of hardened clay. When I went and spent a bunch of time getting a huge collection of it. So this is the center here. Now, I gotta think, because this is gonna be like a viewing area, so if you want to stand here, you can look at everything. But I want to make it look nice from here and from the bottom, like I say, since there's only one block gap. At least here, I can make the blocks different from the rest of the room, but we'll have to see. Maybe this will get changed. But I don't mind if it kind of goes like that, because it matches up into the tunnel, maybe. I don't know, I might have to get rid of this, who knows. But that becomes a problem again, too, because then you are, like I say, looking at the blocks above, so everything has to look good from both sides. Which, I'm not exactly the greatest designer, so I don't know how well I can make these things match and look okay or not. We'll see though, because that kind of would look like a border. I could probably put more bricks like that and make it actually look like a border, maybe. The thing is, I'm kind of wondering if I'm putting way too much of them, like way too much of the bricks, but it's just, for me, I haven't used these bricks enough to know what looks good with them, so I'll keep messing around with it, of course, and if I do need to change it, if you guys have other ideas, better ideas for sure, I will, I'll change it. I'll make it look nicer. But for now, I'm gonna, I'll make this design, and then over time, like I do with most of my builds, I'll change little details here and there with it and see how that goes. So, oh, I guess the only problem though is because I didn't do this. It's not perfectly. It's not an odd number, so it's gonna be different trying to do this. Because now this is, you can see, like, this is the step over here, but then over here it's... Oh no, I guess that might be okay. But now I need something here and here. I don't know, maybe just the dark bricks, possibly? Because I haven't used them much, and they look at least different than the rest of them. Where are they? Okay, I only have 9 left, but that might be something that is... It's a different enough, it's a dark enough color that it'll stand out enough to cause, you to look at something else instead. I should actually be making more of these too. Like, I haven't actually made too many of these. So while I'm sitting here, I should actually be trying to poison these guys while I'm working on this, and maybe that won't be too bad like that. Kind of match into the floor a little bit, and like I said, this is just kind of to show you where to stand. And if I do it this way, I'll probably just bring the tunnel right out to here, and it'll stop, maybe a couple of blocks away, probably back. Actually, no, maybe I'll just leave it here and I'll figure out what to do here. I need to put the chests back here. I think up against the wall is okay. They don't have to be inserted into the wall for these ones, because they're not really going to be in the way or anything. So I'll put one here. That'll have to get filled in because that's going to become the part of the brewing room, but that's going to be up in the area up top somewhere. I don't know which side yet though. So if I do this, like I said, this wall's gonna have to get changed, and that's gonna have to get finished off. I have to figure out something for this area here, and like I said, I'm gonna try and gather more bricks, like while I'm sitting here with all these guys spawning in. I did make a couple more potions. I don't have lots. I don't even have enough to fill up all the hoppers or anything yet, and it takes 2 every time I use it. But then once the second one goes down, I can use it. But it's weird that I did try the trick with using the double strength poison, and it didn't work, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe there's just a bug, or I'm doing it wrong. Most likely I'm just doing it wrong, so... I'm going to keep working at it for a while. Obviously I got to kill a lot more of these guys, so I can get more bricks, and I want to go get more of this clay. I actually have more, I just gotta go make the color, basically, and then I'll fill up this area, and I'll see what it looks like. Maybe it'll be way too much of the same. Maybe I can bring some more colors of clay, maybe a gray, and I can use maybe a gray barrier here, or something that kind of matches into it a little bit nicer. I don't know, we'll see how it works out, and like I say, I want to know your guys' feedback as well. So please, let me know what you think. You guys always have really great ideas, so let me know what you think. If there's any little things I should change here and there, stuff I should add, maybe move things around, whatever. But for now, I'm going to keep working away at this and hopefully have enough to get most of what I need. Alright guys, I think I found happy with. I might change it, but so far this is kind of what I've come up with. You can see I've added 2 pillars of light on both sides. I've closed it in as well, so it feels more like it would in, let's say, the actual Guardian Temple itself. I've also added the dispenser now on both sides, and what I've done is I've just hidden the chests, so it's very rare that I'm going to have to fill it up, especially if I have 2 of them. So whenever I do, I can just actually mine away at this block here and access the chest behind it, or mine away at one of these. As well as you can see, I copied the same thing on this side, and the reason for that is because when I did this, it kind of made like an archway into another room, so it feels like you're kind of wandering into one room, and it has all the chests and everything that you want, the furnaces and things like that. It's got, of course, more light, keep it nice and bright, and it's closed in, so it kind of feels, like I say, like the temple, and then you walk out a bit, and then it gets bigger, and this is where, the killing chamber and things, and I'll have the rail systems set up later. But then it goes up on both sides, and I've just kind of added like a small little pattern on both sides here, just to change it up a bit, just so that it wasn't exactly the same everywhere, because it's a lot of green, and I don't have any emeralds to make like a different kind of green, and I'm trying to think of what would go really well with this, but I'm kind of thinking back to the Guardian Temples. They really don't have many other colors than just this, really, so I kind of tried to keep with that theme. I had this roof actually up one layer, and I do like that better, but the only problem is it interferes with the rooms that are going to be above over here, unless I went up a block, which I don't plan on really doing that. So I think I'm going to leave it like this for now, and like I say, it feels enclosed, it feels confined a little bit, so it feels, like I say, like the temple, and I really like that, because that's kind of what I'm going for, you know, instead of it make it feel like a temple. And I've got, you know, this road here set up here, and I've kind of gotten a bit of it continued. I had it over here before, but I ran out of the bricks because the bricks are really expensive. Like all of this stuff is taking me a really long time to get. I've actually run out of potions of poison again, so I have to go and get more of those so I can kill some more of these guys. But so far, this is actually real. I'm really happy with this, and of course, this is gonna stop here for now because the rest of this is obviously going to be the tunnel, and this will have to be designed too. I think this is, like I say, going to be most likely designed to be, you know, natural with like leaves and stuff. I'm not sure though. It depends on if that actually matches up well with that, or I'll make it designed like a temple basically, so that you know, oh, okay, that goes to the Guardian Temple. So we'll see, but that'll be a much later project. Obviously, it takes a very long time for me to gather enough blocks at all to do any of these things. So that's why it's taking me a little while longer to finish up this stuff, but I'm very happy that I've at least had the chance to get this amount of stuff done today. And of course, like I said, you know, I have enough clay that it's actually gone right to the end of the wall over there. So I've got to get enough bricks to do both of these sides here. And then of course there's of these walls that are kind of empty, that something has to be done with the ceiling and the walls here. This has to get obviously done up a little bit, and this area here. And once this exterior area is all finished up, then I can kind of start working on here, or maybe next episode I will work on building the enchantment room and the brewing room, and then I can work on my own time to make them automatic and little things like that. But this is just a kind of a quick, I wanted to keep showing you guys, you know, what you think, get all the angles, and you guys can let me know what you think, if it's actually okay, because I may end the episode here. I know it's a very short episode for my Minecraft, normally what it, compared to what it normally is, but I do have a lot of work that I have to get finished. I have to get a lot more potions and things like that, grind away some more. Since I have been building this, it did take away most of my materials. I don't have any diamonds anymore. I don't really have any TNT. I don't have any wood, so I have to go and grind away for a while and kind of catch up on all the materials I need. Obviously, I need to fix that fence right there. I just noticed that. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you like any of this stuff, please let me know. If you don't, you know, tell me. If there's ways that you think it could be done differently, please let me know. I'd really like to hear from you guys and get your opinions on it and everything. I kind of like it because it's, like I said, like the temple, and that's what I, you know, it's kind of one of the plans I had for it. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know it's a little bit shorter. I hope that's okay. Thanks again so much for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this. See you in the next one.